weekly TV. Tonight we crown our first ever Morte Division champion as we see Terry Funk, Casanova Valentine, Nick Gage, Atsushi Onita, Low Life Louis Ramos, Sick Nick Mondo, the Bulldozer Matt Tremont, and Cactus Jack, all 8 men vying to become our first ever Morte champion in a barbed wire death match tournament. 8 men, 8 of the craziest, most sickest motherfuckers in deathmatch wrestling history. We have an explosion countdown. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, I figured it out. 45-minute time limits in regular matches. Aha, I figured it out. I have put 45 minutes on the explosion. If the match is not over in 45 minutes, we will explode the ring. And we must have a winner, ladies and gentlemen, so we will revive them and tell them to go at it. There must be a winner in this tournament, ladies and gentlemen. We have former ECW champion, former NWA World Champion, former... If Terry Funk's been in the promotion, odds are he's won the world's title. Former King of the Deathmatch participant, ladies and gentlemen, it is middle-aged and crazy Terry Funk opening things up against the hipster heartthrob Casanova Valentine. And then in our second match of the tournament, we have Nick fucking Gage versus Atsushi Onita, the King versus the Wild Thing. Then Lowlife Louis Ramos versus Sick Nick Mondo, a former CZW World Champion, and then another former CZW World Heavyweight Champion, and Matt Tremont takes on ECW World's... Actually, no, not even an ECW Tag Team Champion and WWE Champion in Mick Foley, Cactus Jack. But after this tournament, after we crown an FRW Morte Division Champion, we will have an 8-man Tornado Tag Team Warfare match between the Rebellion, the Franchise Shane Douglas, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, JT Dunn, and the Monster Abyss, taking on the team of the World Heavyweight Champion, Big Van Vader, the #1 contendership to that championship, Zack Sabre Jr., El Presidente Pinky Sanchez, and the draw, Sami Callihan. 4 versus 4, 8-man Tornado Tag Team Warfare. We have ourselves a humongous night of action tonight after an amazing round 6, round 5. Let me check that real quick, ladies and gentlemen. We are here in the Big Garden Arena while I am checking that. After an amazing, that's right, round 6 of the M2 Fall Open, we have this insane episode of FRW TV as we are continuing on the road to school days next week, September 22nd, ladies and gentlemen. And after this intense night of action on FRW TV, we take another short little break in the stream, but live from the Big Garden Arena, I can now confirm the premiere episode of Random Wrestling Federation will see a 32 random person tournament. We could have people from comic books, horror movies, TV, any promotion, any gender. I don't know who's going to be in it, but it's for the RWF World Championship. 32 people will be in a single elimination one-day tournament to determine the first ever RWF World's Champion. It's going to be an intense night of action, and we kick things off with Terry Funk versus Casanova Valentine. I see a light tube, I see a sledgehammer, I see a barbed wire baseball bat, I see one half of a broken piece of table, I see a chair, I see a kendo stick in there. We threw every weapon we can find into that ring. We are looking for more. Dr. Morte is the referee the whole way through, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, another reminder, ladies and gentlemen, if the matches do not end in 45 minutes, we will see a huge explosion. That is what the barrels are for. They are filled with explosives. The barbed wire is electrified to explode every time one of these 8 participants go running into it or thrown into it. It'll go boom. 45 minutes, the entire ring will go boom. This is definitely earning the name of Morte in the Morte division as Terry Funk hits a ton of headbutts and now going for the ground and pound on the Casanova Valentine. Remember, the winner of this tournament goes to School Days for his first title defense against Jimmy Havoc, and every match in the Morte division is a barbed wire death match. There can only be one first ever champ. And oh my god, a sickle! Casanova Valentine snuck in a sickle! And now into the barbed wire. Now the table being used. There's 2 barbed wire baseball bats, 2 chairs, and into the barbed wire goes Casanova Valentine. Kendo stick, 2 chairs, 2 barbed wire baseball bats, 1 sledgehammer, a light tube, and into the all the barbed wire, the explosions, the piece of broken table. There will be a lot of blood tonight. There will be a lot of violence tonight. And into the barbed wire goes Terry Funk. Casanova Valentine going for his New Jack look. Casanova Valentine says in the near future, if he wins this tournament, if he beats Jimmy Havoc at School Days, he wants New Jack one-on-one. So this is a bit of a call-out. So we will look to be booking Casanova Valentine versus New Jack in the near future, title or no title, because that sounds like an intense match. Hopefully you viewers would love to see that match firsthand. And into the barbed wire goes Terry Funk. Middle-aged and crazy versus the hipster heartthrob to open things off tonight, to kick things off in this 8-man tournament. Low Life Louis Ramos later on tonight is coming off a huge win at H2O's Canada No Ring Deathmatch tournament just a few weeks ago. Casanova Valentine was also in that tournament. He actually made it all the way to the finals. Was the first one to be eliminated, actually. Kid Osborne catching a surprise pinfall on him in the final match. Low Life Louis Ramos went on to win the whole thing, as I said. Looking to go 2 for 2 in these deathmatch tournaments. And now, Terry Funk rolling Casanova up. Winwith rolling all around the ring. When will he stop? Nobody else there. He is. 1, 2. No! A kick out. Casanova Valentine kicks out. 10 minutes have elapsed in this match. 35 minutes until the explosion, ladies and gentlemen. If both men can still go, Dr. Morte will call. If they can't still go, we will stop the match for a few minutes to wake them up with smelling salt, to give them a 5-minute rest period. And then we will go, into the barbed wire goes Terry Funk again. Then we will restart the match, because there must be a winner, ladies and gentlemen. We will crown our first ever FRW Morte Division champion here today, ladies and gentlemen. And now, going punch. These two are proving having tub-man competition, and it ends with a drop kick from Terry Funk. Oh, Dr. Morte knocked out cold. Casanova Valentine saving himself from going to the barbed wire for a second time. And pile driver to Casanova Valentine, but the referee's down. Casanova Valentine pulled Dr. Morte into the way, so he wouldn't have to go into the barbed wire, knocking down the referee, and it stopped. Funk would have probably had the win right there if he had what the pile driver Dr. Morte was knocked down. And Terry Funk, the first man to bleed in this match, and he's bleeding profusely, ladies and gentlemen. Probably not the night to wear white, but he did, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it was 2 weeks ago. My memory sucks, so Mr. Laction is probably right. Either way, Low Life Louis Ramos way to second. Terry Funk has a 2 count. No. Casanova counts out at 2. One thing's for sure, ladies and gentlemen, Low Life Louis Ramos did win that no-ring deathmatch tournament, and he plans on winning this tournament, going 2 for 2, ladies and gentlemen, and becoming our first ever Morte Division champion as Casanova Valentine goes into the barbed wire, and now he's bleeding. And the barbed wire again. The barbed wire again. 2 barbed wire hits for Casanova Valentine. We all know Mr. Laction is a huge Casanova Valentine fan. Some would say Casanova's #1 fan. Definitely rooting for him next week, September 21st, Falls Count Anywhere against the Meadowlands Monster. Terry Funk going for a pin, but no, Casanova kicks out again. Both men bleeding in this already insane match. 15 minutes have passed. Almost 16 minutes have gone by. 29 minutes before the explosion, laser, as Terry Funk goes into the barbed wire again. These little mini explosions are nothing compared to what we have set at the 45-minute mark if any of these matches go the distance. Now Casanova has a kendo stick, dropping it to punch Terry Funk. Are we going to see it again? Yes, jumping sit-out pile driver. Now going for the pin. 1, 2, and Casanova Valentine kicks out again. Terry Funk may have used all his strength on that pile driver, not getting up right away. And wait a second, a third pile driver. A third pile driver, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Morte down 1, 2, and another kick out from Casanova Valentine. This match is insane, ladies and gentlemen. Both men bleeding profusely. Both men damn near having the crimson mask. Both men exhausted from going into the barbed wire. And they had 3 more matches, ladies and gentlemen. What? Casanova goes to sleep! Terry Funk wins with a sleeper hold! Terry Funk moves on to the next round. Terry Funk moves on to the semifinals of this tournament, ladies and gentlemen. He has 2 more matches left if he goes on to win. Our first submission victory in this tournament, ladies and gentlemen. Up next is the Kane, Nick fucking Gage versus the Wild Thing at Sushi Onita. GCW versus FMW, ladies and gentlemen. This is definitely a dream match in the deathmatch wrestling world. That's what FRW is about. We give you the dream matches. We give you the generational dream matches in Onita and Nick Gage. And Terry Funk versus Casanova Valentine. We were hoping for Casanova Valentine versus Cactus Jack in this tournament. At some point, we put into a randomizer. We were hoping the first round would see Casanova Valentine versus Cactus Jack, but no luck. And we will not see that match at all in this tournament. But rest assured, that match will happen in the future here in FRW. Casanova Valentine versus Cactus Jack. But for now, we have Onita Gage barbed wire death match. And now, 4 chairs I see. The table stayed in the ring. They took out one of the barbed wire bats. The light tube's still in the ring, and I believe the sledgehammer. We changed the weapons out each match, ladies and gentlemen, to have different combinations. And yes, Mr. Action, Casanova took 4 pile drivers, 3 or 4 pile drivers, I should say, before he was finally put down to the sleeper hold. The sleeper hold is so deadly. And now Nick Gage is bleeding. Nick Gage is busted open from that barbed wire shot right there. All participants in this tournament will be stapled shut before their next match, ladies and gentlemen. If they bleed, we will staple their wounds shut in preparation for their... And a low blow from Onita to Nick Gage. Onita grabs a chair now. And he goes to the midsection, but has to drop it. Nick Gage forces him to drop it. And now a Cobra clutch of some sorts. Well, Onita, no, he will not. Onita will not tap out to the Cobra clutch. Oh, Nick Gage stopping himself from going into the barbed wire there. Another reminder, 45 minutes and we will have an insane explosion. We may not even see the explosion tonight. I mean, shit. The first match was so brutal. This match is looking to be so brutal. If any match goes the 45-minute time limit, I don't know what will happen. We may see a death here, ladies and gentlemen. And now, shot for shot, punch for punch, proving who is a tougher man. Onita or Gage. In that instance, Gage goes down, but Onita not too far behind. Now both men are up. DDT to Onita. Nick Gage DDTs Onita. Both men were down for a short time. Oh, Onita goes in the barbed wire. And now, a figure 4 leg lock in this match. A by-God figure 4 leg lock in this match. I expected the sleeper hold from Terry Funk. He's an old school wrestler, but I would never have expected. And now a second figure 4 leg lock from Nick Gage. A move I never would have expected Nick fucking Gage to pull out. And he does, not once, but twice. Onita and now a pile driver from Onita. Onita and Terry Funk have had many matches in the past. They know each other very well if Onita moves on to the next rounds. Nick Gage and Terry Funk, I do not believe have ever met each other. Oh, into the barbed wire. And a fuck you from Nick Gage. Oh, roll up. Roll up. No. Yes, that is true. But in this case, we will just staple them before their match. We will take care of them as much as we can. 2 count from the power bomb. Yes, we do have the best medical team here in FRW. But like I said, we would just staple their wounds shut and send them out until after the tournament, where we will take care of them the best way we can. We will do everything in our power to clean them up, stitch them up. We will make sure they're better than new after they're done in the tournament. But if they're still in the tournament, we will just send them out. They want to be deathmatch, or they want to be hardcore. All 8 participants want it that way. They want to prove that how tough they are, so they into it. And oh, another power bomb. Onita going for the pin. 1, 2. Nick Gage kicks out. With a simple power bomb. As devastating as it was, you cannot defeat Nick fucking Gage with a power bomb unless you have him beat up a little more. Nick fucking Gage representing MDK all fucking day. He has the support of his MDK followers here tonight, but Onita has the support of being an absolute legend here tonight. The crowd is 50-50 for this one. I would even say, as loyal as the MTK followers are, they even have respect for Onita. They might even be 50-50. Oh, as Nick Gage goes in a barbed wire again. Onita with the throat slash. Oh, he has a light tube. To the midsection. Light tube did not break. Oh, but he misses with the light tube. Nick Gage sidestepped the light tube. Oh, steel chair shot to the back of the head. Nick Gage getting up like it's nothing. If you ever question Nick Gage's toughness, he will find you and kick your ass just to prove you wrong. But that, you should have questioned it anyway, because he just got up after a steel chair shot to the back of the head. These two insane men are fighting like it's the finals and it's only the opening round. And into the barbed wire goes Nick fucking Gage again. Oh, and a choke slam! A choke slam from Nick Gage. But Onita gets right back up and rakes Nick Gage's eyes. And now shot for shot again! Shot for shot again! 30 minutes left before the explosion. Oh! Rolling elbow shot. Rolling elbow shot. DDT! I can't believe it, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot believe this insane match. And now, another power bomb onto the chair. 1, 2, and Onita! Atsushi Onita moves on to the next round. Onita will meet Terry Funk in the semifinals. One half of the semifinal round is set. It'll be Onita versus Terry Funk. Up next is Low Life Louis Ramos versus Sick Nick Mondo. The other half of the semifinals will either be Cactus Jack, Matt Tremont, and Low Life Ramos, or Sick Nick Mondo. After Gage and Onita. I feel like I need a break, but no. The action will not take a break in this tournament. We will just go for it. Now, 2 barbed wire baseball bats, 2 sledgehammers, a kendo stick, a chair. And a figure 4 leg lock from Low Life Louis Ramos. What is the 2 kendo sticks, 3 barbed wire baseball bats, 2 sledgehammers, and a chair. Fury of punches from Low Life Louis Ramos. Now he has the barbed wire baseball bat, missing each swing. Sick Nick Mondo now going for the pin, but has not done enough damage to Low Life Louis Ramos. And it is smart to go for the early pins, but make sure you do enough damage. Whoever wins this thing will have a total of 3 barbed wire death matches under their belt. 3 of them. Granted, whoever makes the finals will also have 3 barbed wire death matches under their belt. But if you win this thing, you leave with the beautiful FRW Morte Division Championship. And now the sledgehammer, Low Life Ramos dropping it. And now he's going for it again. He may hit him. He may hit him. Sick Nick Mondo now busts it open. Sidestepping each of the sledgehammer throws. Sidestepping again. Oh, single leg takedown from low-life Louis Ramos. Ramos picking out, he misses again. I shudder to think what would happen if one of these men connects with a sledgehammer. We may have an instant knockout. Down, but with the handle though, not with the hammer part. Hurricanrana from Sick Nick Mondo. Now he has the sledgehammer. Oh, he misses again. This is insane, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Senton. Will low-life Louis Ramos make it 2 for 2? Kane in a no-ring death match. First ever FRW World Division champion. Shot with the kendo stick. The first weapon to connect the way it was supposed to be used. Now Mondo going for the pin, only gets a 1 count. I'm sorry, but I do not think low-life Louis Ramos should be getting pinned at the moment. I do not think that Sick Nick Mondo has done enough damage to low-life. Oh, into the barbed wire goes Sick Nick Mondo. Bleeding like crazy is Sick Nick Mondo. DDT to the chair. DDT to the chair. May have just missed it. I think Mondo took the majority of that. Wait a second. Oh, and a brain buster. A fisherman's brain buster. And now with the chair. Brain buster on the chair. 2 successful shots with the chair. And a running power slam. And into the barbed wire goes Sick Nick Mondo. Now the sledgehammer again. Oh, he hit him! But Sick Nick Mondo took it like it was nothing! And they threw Ramos into the barbed wire. Sick Nick Mondo on adrenaline right now. Now has the barbed wire baseball bat. DDT! DDT! 10 minutes have passed! And the sledgehammer again! But Louis Ramos now! Low-life Louis Ramos is up now. Oh, into the barbed wire. Whatever adrenaline he had is gone now, I believe. Oh, with the sledgehammer again. That might be it. Please. Please pin him, Mondo. You hit him twice with a sledgehammer. How is Louis Ramos still standing? Wait. Oh, is it over? 1, 2... No! Mondo kicks out. Mondo kicks out. Mondo kicks out of that insane Death Valley driver. Spicoli driver. Ramos driver. Low leg driver. Whatever you want to call it. Now, barbed wire baseball bat. Oh, to the back of the head and the back. Now with the handle of the bat. Another running power slam onto the barbed wire. Ramos not able to counter it with a pin. Now Mondo going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Mondo moves on. Mondo moves on. Sick Nick Mondo moves on to the semifinals of this insane tournament. I knew it was going to be insane, but I honestly did not expect this. A leg hold vertical brain buster is the official name, but I think its official name should be Fisherman Brain Buster. Either way, it sends Nick Mondo to the semifinals. We need one more person for the Final Four. This was the Elite 8. We are now going to have the Final Four after this match. Bulldozer versus Cactus Jack. the sickest, the most insane face of Foley versus the Bulldozer. Now, a kendo stick, a regular baseball bat, barbed wire baseball bat, a light tube, a broken piece of table, a second barbed wire bat, the other half of the broken table, and a third piece of table. He broke 2 tables, put one of it broken in half into the ring, and then put one half of the second table in. I recognize one of those barbed wire baseball bats. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Barbie, Cactus Jack Mick Foley's favorite toy, his best friend in the wrestling business when it comes to toys. You know, Cactus Jack, when he sees that, when he sees Barbie, oh man, you do not want to be Matt Tremont. You may not even want to be Dr. Morte. Dr. Morte is in danger of being in this match. Not with just the explosion. You just never know who will snap and go after him. And now a Boston Crab. Boston Crab, by God. Cactus Jack, King of the Deathmatch winner. King of the Deathmatch tournament winner. Magic Lowlife Louis Ramos won. And he was facing Terry Funk. And Onita was facing Cactus Jack. And the King of the Deathmatch, King of No Ring Deathmatch met in the finals. That's a future matchup that has to happen. Here they met in the semifinals, ladies and gentlemen. But Nick Mondo made it. We will have Sick Nick Mondo versus either the Bulldozer or Cactus Jack. Philadelphia versus Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, or a Philadelphia street fight with barbed wire. Now Jack going for the cover, 1 and barely a 1 count. Barely a 1 count. Tremont not allowing anything more than 1 count this early in the match. On the barbed wire goes Cactus Jack. Tremont grabbing a kendo stick, but he decided against it. Oh, low blow. A low blow from Cactus Jack to Matt Tremont. Tremont getting back right back up. Oh, Cactus Jack now into the barbed wire. The matches may get quicker, ladies and gentlemen. The matches may get quicker as this tournament goes on because of how exhausted these guys will be, of how tired these guys will be. But at the same time, the violence may, in such a short amount of time, the violence will be exemplified. And now sit-out powerbomb! A Batista bomb! Go! Gets a 2.9! The Batista... And now the Mandible Claw! The Mandible Claw! Is Tremont managing either Cactus Jack to let him out, or Tremont just passed out for a short time, but did not tap out. We saw a Batista bomb and the Mandible Claw in one match. Is Tremont going for it again? Yes, he is. Batista bomb. 1, 2. Oh, another 2.9. 2.9. And that's a fork. Cactus Jack is bleeding from the fork, ladies and gentlemen. Cactus Jack is bleeding from the fork. Cactus Jack. And now has the Mandible Claw. Matt Tremont snuck a fork into the ring. Double R DDT! Is it over? Cactus Jack choking out Tremont! Cactus Jack was strangling Matt Tremont! And he was laughing, ladies and gentlemen. I told you he was a sick man. I told you this was the sickest face of Foley. I told you. And now the broken piece of the table. 10 minutes have passed. Mick Foley Singling for another mandible claw. Oh, double axe handle to the back. Now, oh, a back suplex of sorts. Cactus Jack, elbow to the back of the head. And the fork again. The fork again. That's Cactus Jack. Cactus Jack going for another pin. 2. No. Sorry folks, we're experiencing a little bit of technical difficulties. Our mic keeps cutting in and out. Boston Crab! Tremont taps to the Boston Crab! That Tremont taps out. Cactus Jack moves on to take on Sick Nick Mondo in the semifinals. But first, we see Onita versus Terry Funk. The first half of the finals will be set coming up next. Terry Funk versus Onita. Let's get to the action.
Fight!
See, I told you we would staple them up, ladies and gentlemen. Terry Funk can be opened up at any point, just like right there. We don't need a hitting him with the table. Broken half of the table, a kendo stick, a sledgehammer, barbed wire, baseball bat. Terry Funk going for the early pin. No. Dr. Morte not quick enough. Onita managing to take out a regular baseball. 28 weapons in the strength for this match. DDT from Onita, a second regular baseball bat, a chair, and then the barbed wire goes Onita. After the insanity that was Onita Gage, you know that rematch will be planned soon in a future FRW episode. And a jumping pile driver from Terry Funk. 1, 2, no, kick out. Kick out. From Onita. 3 baseball bats. 4 actually. 1's covered barbed wire. 3 are not. A steel chair. A sledgehammer. I have a table. Terry Funk gets 2. And a kendo stick. Those are the 8 weapons in this matchup. The weapons change. Variations in each match. Oh, and a barbed wire goes Onita. Of course, the barbed wire, always a weapon. Of course, it's electrified. Of course, it explodes on impact. Of course, after 45 minutes, an explosion will go off. If this match is not over in 45 minutes, remember, there must be a winner in this tournament. There must be a winner of every match in this tournament, ladies and gentlemen. We will have a winner, and they will earn it. They will earn it. Another power bomb. Gets a 2.9 on Terry Funk, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mikey from the front row, just in case I didn't say it earlier. I am here at the commentary booth, shaped like a desk, here in the box office of the Big Garden Arena, ladies and gentlemen. This is only part 2 of the insane night of action we have this Saturday night. We started things off with the M2 Fall Open, round 6 of the M2 Fall Open. That saw a lot of great action, ladies and gentlemen. This is part 2, FRW Weekly TV, episode 3. Oh, into the barbed wire goes Onita. And after this insane tournament, we have an 8-man tornado tag war between the Rebellion franchise, Shane Douglas, the Monster Abyss, Professional Wrestling Savior JT Dunn, and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, collectively known as the Rebellion, versus Team FRW that sees the world champion Big Van Vader, #1 contender to that title, on September 22nd at School Days, Zack Sabre Jr., El Presidente Pinky Sanchez, and the draw Sami Callihan. 4 versus 4 later tonight in this episode of FRW Weekly TV. After this tournament concludes, we will put all 8 of those guys in a 4v4 setting. One fall to a finish, tornado tag rules. And then after this episode ends, after a short, oh, the green mist! The green mist, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to cut myself off, but the green mist will need a powerbomb. 1, 2, no! But back to what I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, before the mist, before the powerbomb, and before the low blow from Lunita. After this episode concludes, we will take another short little break, and then the premiere episode of Random Wrestling Federation. RWF will see a 32-person tournament to crown RWF's first ever World Champion. 32 single elimination tournament. I am hitting random select in that tournament. I don't know who's going to be in it. I don't know what's going to be in it. I don't know if there's going to be all women, all men, all comic book characters, all Dragon Ball characters, all horror movie characters. I don't know. Whatever I have in the game is Anita goes for another power bomb. 32 random people, things, shapes. I don't know. They will all be vying for the opportunity, the chance to become RWF's first ever World's Champion, and they will compete later in that tournament. That'll be the longest stream of the day, I believe, because 32 people, all no time limits, ladies and gentlemen. You never know how long the stream that will be. That is RWF. That is the premiere episode of RWF. I will stream that whenever I feel like streaming. That is not a set schedule. I can stream that randomly, any random day. That is the content killer, ladies and gentlemen, because the M2 series will have a break in between after the Fall Open, between the Fall Open and Fall Climax. FRW is a weekly show. You need something in between. So if I feel like streaming, it will be an episode of RWF. And Onita goes for another powerbomb. 1, 2, and Terry Funk kicks out at 2 again. Remember, the winner of this tournament, their first title defense will be at School Days at Richfield Park Junior Senior High School in another barbed wire death match. That's the name of the game in the Morte division. Every match is a barbed wire death match, ladies and gentlemen, in the Morte division. Next week, September 22nd at School Days, Jimmy Havoc will face. He will be the first title defense of the winner of this tournament in the FRW Morte division. The first Morte Championship match with a champion will be taking on Jimmy Havoc next week, ladies and gentlemen, at School Day, September 22nd, in the semi-main event, I believe. That plus a 6-man cage match between the Rebellion, Shane Douglas, Ricky Steamboat, and the Abyss versus Sami Callihan, Ric Flair, and John Cena. The world title match between Vader and Zack Sabre Jr. DDT does Onita get on Terry Funk, both men bleeding now. Pinky Sanchez takes on X-Pac, my apologies, takes on X-Pac in the #1 contendership for the one-step championship. The one-step championship is on the line. JT Dunn faces Jordan Devlin. That's the match Jordan Devlin's in. The tag team finals to crown our first ever tag team championship. The women's championship allows to crown our first ever women's champion. All that on September 22nd at FRW's first ever pay-per-view, School Days. And then Terry Funk just getting the 2 count, throwing Onita into the barbed wire again. Terry Funk checking his wrist now. He probably should have went for the pin there. He probably would have had it. Oh, Onita goes for the eyes. Onita goes for the eyes, ladies and gentlemen. But a suplex takes both men out. Onita, first one to get up, ladies and gentlemen. Snapmare. A snapmare, ladies and gentlemen, this far into the match. And ladies and gentlemen, I said the matches would be quicker, though. further into the tournament we go. We might pass the 15-minute mark, ladies. Wait a second. 1, 2, no! We get another kick out from Terry Funk. These two have an intense history with each other in FMW, Onita's promotion in Japan, Frontier Martial Art Wrestling. Barbed wire death matches, landmine death matches, cage death matches, barbed wire cage death matches, you name it. I believe these two men were in it in FMW, my apologies. And now here in Front Row Wrestling, they are in another barbed wire death match. Terry Funk has Onita up for another jumping sit-up pile driver. And now a running bulldog. Terry Funk showing his old school roots, being an old school wrestler. Nothing wrong with that. We said any era, any generation, any promotion. We meant it in FRW. They are all here, ladies and gentlemen. Vader's our world's champion. The Golden Lovers and the Hardy Boys are one of them. One of those two teams will be our tag team champions. China, our Chesapeake, will be our women's champion. 2. The winner of this tournament will go on to face Jimmy Havoc next week at School Days. Zack Sabre Jr. is our #1 contender. The one-step championship is 2 new school wrestlers. And Terry Funk gets the 3. Terry Funk moves on to the finals of this Morte Division tournament. He moves on to the finals. One half of the finals. One half of the terrific 2. The final 2 is set. Terry Funk will face either Sick Nick Mondo or Cactus Jack. Sick Nick Mondo or Cactus Jack. Terry Funk knows Cactus Jack very well. They were in the finals of the King of the Deathmatch tournament. Cactus Jack won that tournament.
Fight!
Terry Funk versus Sick Nick Mondo, I'm sure in many fans' eyes, is a dream match. In this match, 2 light tubes, a kendo stick, a sledgehammer, a baseball bat. Not entirely sure if it's covered in barbed wire yet. The camera has not shown it yet. But I have seen 2 light tubes. I've seen a kendo stick. I've seen a sledgehammer. I've seen the baseball bat. Not sure if it's covered in barbed wire. And a Boston Crab again from Cactus Jack. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, a second baseball bat. This one not covered in barbed wire. A second sledgehammer. And yes, the baseball bat, I can see it now, is not covered in barbed wire. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weapons. There is an 8th weapon somewhere in that ring. We have no idea what it is yet. It's another kendo stick, ladies and gentlemen. It is another kendo stick. We have 2 of each, ladies and gentlemen. 2 kendos, 2 sledgehammers, 2 bats, and 2 light tubes. 2 for 1 deal in this match, ladies and gentlemen. 2 for 1 deal. 1 for each man. 1 count gets Cactus Jack. You're not going to win this match 2.5 minutes in. Cactus Jack, you have to do a lot more damage, especially against the legendary Sick Nick Mondo. You are legendary in your own right, Mr. Cactus Jack, but you are not going to get the win over the legendary Sick Nick Mondo this early in the match. Wait a second, I may be eating my own words too, and no! Sick Nick Mondo kicks out at 2. At the same time, I keep saying Cactus Jack isn't going to win early. If Sick Nick Mondo goes for a pin, he's not going to beat Cactus Jack this early. Almost 4 minutes in. 2, 1, there it is. 4 minutes into this match. This match will determine the other half of the finals to determine our first ever FRW Morte champion. Every match in the Morte division will be a barbed wire death match. And the Mandible Claw! The Mandible Claw! Will Sick Nick Mondo pass out from? No, he will not. Cactus Jack letting it go. Shot for shot. Shot for shot. Much like Gage and Onita, we're going. 5 minutes have gone in this match. 45-minute explosion countdown. If any of these matches go, I believe 10 minutes the siren will go off, and then 5 minutes a louder siren will go off to let the competitors know that yes, the explosion is coming. They better think of ending it soon. So far, we have not seen that. Oh, a broken right tube, ladies. A broken right tube, ladies and gentlemen. But Cactus Jack trying to... No. Mondo able to fight him off. The first light tube broken all tournament, ladies and gentlemen. On to Cactus Jack, who is now bleeding profusely. He's getting the first stages of the Crimson Mask. It's trickling down. And now he's strangling Nick Mondo now. Sick Nick Mondo being strangled by Cactus Jack. Mondo able to fight Jack off. He was laughing, ladies and gentlemen. I told you. I said it in the first match. I said it in this match. He is a sick man, ladies and gentlemen. Mondo only getting a 2 count, but he was actually laughing. He was actually laughing while strangling a human being. What kind of sick man is Cactus Jack? Only gets a 2 count. Now Mondo's bleeding. Both men in this match bleeding. Oh, now he's going for that sledgehammer. Oh, he had Cactus Jack with a sledgehammer. He missed. Cactus Jack sidestepped. Right? Oh! Double RTT! Onto the sledgehammer! The actual hammer part! Mondo had enough foresight to get Cactus Jack. Oh, that probably would have been it. Wait, no! Oh, so the pile driver! Page out his mentor is both. Will he be meeting his mentor in the finals? No! 2 count off a pile driver. 2 count off a pile driver. Northern Light suplex in this match. 2.9. Northern Light suplex gets a 2.9. 10 minutes have gone by, ladies and gentlemen. 30 minutes left in this match before the explosion goes off. The bows are there, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen plenty of explosions from the barbed wire itself. We have not seen the big boom. We may be saving it for the final match, ladies and gentlemen. Cactus Jack and Terry Funk have that much of respect for each other, at the same time that much of a hatred for each other. They may go the full 45 minutes and they will not be knocked out, ladies and gentlemen. No. At least not a permanent knockout. But Dr. Morto will have to call the match for a smelling salt. No, ladies and gentlemen, that they will be out for 5 minutes max, and then they will, and that's being nice to the, and another 2. This time cracked on Sick Nick Mondo. I told you it was a 2-for-1 sale. They will only take maybe a minute to rest after the explosion. They will get right back up and go for maybe another 15-20 minutes if they have to. No time limits on this match, except for the explosion countdown. But that just means when the big boom will go off. Not gonna lie, for Hollywood's ending's sake, I hope there are big booms in the final match. I really do. And I've never... Cactus Jack has strangled his way to the finals, and he's still going. The bell has run. The bell has run, ladies and gentlemen. Will somebody get Cactus Jack? Oh, Sick Nick Mondo. Will somebody come out here? Dr. Morte, what are you doing? You are laughing at this. And here comes Terry Funk. Here comes Terry Funk. Terry Funk getting Cactus Jack off of Sick Nick Mondo. They're ready to go. Terry Funk is here. Sick Nick Mondo, get him out of the ring. These 2 men in the finals for the FRW Morte Division Championship. The finals. Sick Nick Mondo's out. Terry Funk's in. Let's go to the action. Here we go. The bell's run on the finals. Terry Funk already in the barbed wire. Cactus Jack going for the early pin 1. No. Cactus Jack was looking to kill Sick Nick Mondo by strangulation. Thank God Terry Funk came out here in this match. Thank God Terry Funk came out here to get this final match started. I honestly think Cactus Jack would have went through with it. Would have went through with the strangulation. Oh, Sick Nick Mondo. You know Sick Nick, man. Now he's biting him. He's biting Terry Funk, ladies and gentlemen. first, the strangulation would not let go until Terry Funk got him off. Now he's biting Terry Funk, his mentor, his trainer, his mentor and trainer, his friend, ladies and gentlemen, and he was just biting him. What is wrong with Cactus Jack? I said he's the most sick. I never would have expected him to miss his Foley's baby boy, the nicest man I have ever met in the professional wrestling business. I would have never expected him, even as Cactus Jack, to just outright strangle someone. And now the left, the chop. You know, Sick Nick Mondo's gonna want revenge on Cactus Jack after that. I may have to put him in a landmine death match, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot believe Cactus Jack went and tried to strangle Sick Nick Mondo. This is the final match of this 8-man tournament, this insane 8-man tournament, this crazy 8-man tournament, whatever adjective you want to use for it. Cactus Jack versus Terry Funk, a rematch of the famous King of the Deathmatch tournament from all those years ago. But now, this is not for a trophy, this is not for title of king, this is for the FRW Morte Division Champion. There can only be one first, and it will be either the old school, middle-aged and crazy Terry Funk, or the insane Cactus Jack. Amarillo, Texas. Truth, the consequences, New Mexico. Who will win? 2 barbed wire baseball bats, 2 sledgehammers, a baseball bat without barbed wire, a kendo stick, and a chair. 2 kendo sticks, actually. Let me do this again, hold on. 2 sledgehammers, 1 baseball bat, 2 kendo sticks, a chair, barbed wire baseball bat. The 2 sledgehammers, 2 kendos, 2 barbed wire baseball bats, yes. Yes, 2 kendos, 2 sledgehammers, 2 barbed wire baseball bats, the chair, and the regular bat. That's the 8 weapons in this final match. Now they're going shot for shot. That ends with a drop kick. I think this is the Morte Division. Imagine what the 8-man tornado tag team war is going to be between the Rebellion and Team FRW. Oh, Terry Funk always the pin 1, 2. Oh. I'm sorry, folks. I'm supposed to be impartial, but after Cactus Jack was actually trying to strangle Sick Nick Mondo, he got the win, but he was staying on him. And that's a fork! How did Cactus Jack get a fork in the ring? How did Cactus Jack get a fork in the ring? Who slipped him the fork? What's Shane Douglas doing at the stage? What is Shane? The Mandible Claw! The Mandible Claw! The Mandible Claw! The Mandible Claw! Will somebody get him off? Shane Douglas! Shane Douglas running to the ring! Shane Douglas running to the ring! Shane Douglas is running to the ring! Shane Douglas pulling Cactus Jack off of Terry Funk! Wait! They're hugging! They're hugging, ladies and gentlemen! They are hugging, ladies and gentlemen! Shane Douglas and Cactus Jack are hugging each other! No! No, don't tell me! Don't tell me! Shane Douglas ripping the shirt of Cactus Jack! He's got a Rebellion shirt on! You gotta be kidding me! You have got to be kidding me! No! Cactus Jack has joined the Rebellion! You gotta be kidding me! The Morte Division Championship and the One Step Championship are in the Rebellion now! Are you kidding me? God damn it! I cannot believe it. This nightmare is never going to end. You know what? This is an official order. Big Van Vader, Zack Sabre Jr., Pinky Sanchez, Sami Callihan. This is an official order. End the rebellion in the 8-man tag. End it tonight. And if you don't end it, then Callihan, Cena, Flair, end it at School Days. I'm serious. Jordan Devlin, you end it. Jimmy Havoc, you end it at School Days. I am sick and tired of this rebellion. There is nothing to rebel against. Cactus Jack, I am disgusted with you. First you try to strangle Sick Nick Mondo, then you try to do it again with the Mandible Claw, Terry Funk. I'm not going to say thank God for the franchise St. Douglas, because that was obviously a part of the plan. Cactus Jack is your first ever Morte Division champion, and it is tainted. The history of the championship is already tainted because of the rebellion. For weeks upon weeks in preview matches, franchise Shane Douglas tried to ruin FRW before it even begun. He's finally unmasked. Cannot believe Cactus Jack is my first ever Morte Division champion. This is unbelievable. I cannot believe it. Now we move on to our main event. Shane Douglas and Cactus Jack walking up the ramp, laughing. Cannot believe Cactus Jack has joined the rebellion. I need to calm down, ladies and gentlemen. I am so sick. I'm honestly feeling sick right now. That the rebellion has 2 championships already. 2 championships already. Cactus Jack couldn't. I know it's a death match, ladies and gentlemen. Cactus Jack could not do it the right way. He had to strangle someone, and he had to strangle 2 people in 2 different ways. And then he joins the rebellion. He joins the rebellion, ladies and gentlemen. Rebellion has 5 total members, ladies and gentlemen. That order stays Vader, Zack Sabre Jr., Sami Callihan. End the rebellion. End it. Pinky Sanchez. John Cena. Ric Flair, you ended 2. Jimmy Havoc, next week at School Days, you face Cactus Jack for the Morte Division Championship. You end it. I cannot believe it. Vader electing not to wear his mask tonight. He is ready for a fight.
Fight!
I do not envy Mr. Greenfield in this match. Tornado tag rules. All 8 men in the match at the same time. No tags. Oh, Biz going for a pin off. Thankfully, Sanchez kind of Sabre Jr. had a submission on JT Dunn.
Shoot!
It's going to be hard to call this one, ladies and gentlemen. You never know where a pin will come from. And dash, break his neck, Sami Callihan. But now, the Iron Claw from Abyss. The Iron Claw, where was the fork? Oh, you called a fork on Sami Callihan, but you didn't call the Iron Claw on Abyss. Mr. Green, what is wrong with you? Please do not tell me that the Rebellion has bought you out. This match can end at any time, ladies and gentlemen. Then the fork again. Yeah, dig it into him. Please, Greenfield, I'm telling you right now. I am telling you right now. I know. I'm telling you right now. That you better not. You better be fair in this match, please, Greenfield. If Abyss takes out that Iron Claw again, you better be fair. You better be fair. The Rebellion bought Greenfield out. I swear. He will be fired on the spot. Assisted powerbomb on JT Dunn. Good. Steamboat and Sanchez going shot for shot. Steamboat winning in that exchange. JT Dunn, I would give him a little bit of credit going shot for shot with it. And I gotta give him a little bit more credit. He went shot for shot with Vader and won! My voice is going, ladies and gentlemen. I can feel it. But after Cactus Jack joined the Rebellion after winning the Morte Championship, after an 8-man tournament filled with twists and turns, after winning an epic tournament, now Greenfield's down. JT Dunn's got the Crimson Mask himself. Referee's down. Assisted powerbomb. Floorline suplex pinning combination with Greenfield's down. Steamboat not able to get the pin on Sanchez. Now going on Sabre Jr., but no, Sanchez stops the pin there. And there's a chair in the ring. I can understand if Greenfield honestly didn't see the Iron Claw from Abyss. But I could have swore that he did indeed see the Iron Claw. He didn't do anything about it. JT Dunn, the one-set champion, defying, already tainting the legacy of that championship by joining the Rebellion, cheating to win. Now Cactus Jack tainting the legacy of the Morte division by strangling or suffocating his opponent to get the win. We didn't see any big explosion. I planned on that. Spent money on that. Sanchez barely kicks out. JT Dunn had him after a Batista bomb of his own. At least Sanchez is bleeding good. No, not Sanchez, I'm sorry. The franchise Shane Douglas. Vader almost had 3 on franchise Shane Douglas. Remember, 45-minute time limit on this, as every match is in FRW. That's not a championship match. Vader almost pinned Ricky Steamboat for a 3rd time. The 3rd week in a row, Vader almost pinning Ricky Steamboat. How embarrassing would that be for the Rebellion, for Ricky Steamboat, that he lost to Vader 3 weeks in a row. The first time was in FRW Episode 1 in the World Title Tournament. The 2nd time last week, that got franchise Shane Douglas unmasked. He was the masked man for the preview matches in the first few weeks. And now this week in an 8-man tag war. Do you imagine? Now Sandy Callihan bringing in a chair, but oh. Wait, what? Are you kidding me? Now I gotta deal with this? Zach, so we're doing game 2 boy. Are you, ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Havoc and Cactus Jack are brawling in the back? Yes, separate them. Get Cactus Jack into the Rebellion's locker room. Get Jimmy Havoc back in his locker room. I gotta deal with this. I put the 8-man's going on. I gotta make sure. Alright, fine. I'll be right there. Please, Joe, we gotta go commentary silence for a little bit. I gotta separate Jimmy Havoc and Cactus Jack so they don't kill each other before September 22nd. I'll be right back. you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The Rebellion won. A half Boston Crab on the submission. On the submission specialist, the man of infinite submissions, Abyss. Shane Douglas coming up here. What do you want?
You know exactly what I want, Mackenzie. You know exactly what I want, Mikey, from the front row. Abyss, just be Zack Sabre Jr. He will not be in a cage match with me as Ricky Steamboat. Cactus Jack will join us in that six-man cage match because Abyss just beat the #1 contender. I want triple threat match. Vader, Sabre Jr., Abyss. There has to be a
Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. One win. You want a triple threat match for the world's title? Are you kidding me, Douglas? You know what? To show you how impartial I am, Shane Douglas. Just to show you how impartial I am, Shane Douglas. I will give Abyss one chance next week, episode 3. If Abyss versus Zack Sabre Jr. If Abyss beats Zack Sabre Jr., then yes, the world's title match. The world's title match will be a triple threat. Abyss versus Zack Sabre Jr. versus Vader for the world's title. But if Zack Sabre Jr. wins, not only does Abyss stay in that cage match, but I will add a 4th team member to Team Sami Callihan, Ric Flair, John Cena. It will be a 4-on-3 handicap match.
What? Are you kidding me? Are you?
Me. Alright, just for that, Cactus Jack is going to defend his Morte Division Championship against Jimmy Havoc. Just for that. The cage match is now a 2-on-2 match. You and Steamboat versus it's gonna be next week. Never mind a cage match. Next week, FRW episode 3. You're gonna be in 2 cage matches that weekend. A 2-on-2 tag and a 6-man tag. 6-man tag stays. If Abyss beats Zack Sabre Jr., he works 2 matches on the pay-per-view. He stays in the 6-man. But next week, you and Steamboat versus Minoru Suzuki and Bruiser Brody. Now get out of here. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Next week, episode 3 of FRW Weekly TV, there will be a cage match. Bruiser Brody, Minoru Suzuki versus Shane Douglas and the Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. That plus Abyss versus Zack Sabre Jr. That's all. Next week on episode 3. But for now, that's it. On episode 2, that's episode 4 next week. This is episode 3. I gotta get my throat checked. That's next week plus much more.